we're at the top of the hour, folks. So how about we get this little show on the road? Welcome everybody, Worldwide Wood Turners. We're here to demystify anything and everything involving wood turning, and we got a collection of minds from all across the world here to help us on that. And with that, I do see our our little star that is signed up for Level Up, and I am going to bring him up, and I am going to have him give a brief synopsis on his turning journey, and allow him to show a couple of his pieces straight away. Blaine, I'm going to pull you up, unmute yourself, and welcome to the group, buddy.
Hi, everybody.
How you doing?
Good, you? So I've been turning for about 2 years now, and make lots of boxes.
Nice.
Nice.
Well done.
Lots of bowls. This is one of them. I don't have very many of
Well, I
them.
like that shape. I like that shape there.
Yeah, shape's nice.
Shape's good, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice shape. Good form.
Nice.
Good form.
And then I've been trying some more multi-access stuff. So
You pull camera back just a little bit.
There you
There
go.
you go.
so it's on 3 axes. So the first one's this middle one. And then what I did is I cut the board to 10 inches. And then drilled 3 holes equally spaced. And then I expanded my chuck into each one and then kind of just played around. But
There you
Yeah.
go.
There you go.
Yeah.
We gotta
Sounds
get
like
you,
you fell
gotta
down
get
the
you,
rabbit hole.
we gotta
Most-
get you set up with the duck's chuck.
yeah,
Yes.
most of my other stuff is up by my lathe, but that's what I got here right now. So
Right on.
Great.
So
Where you
Blaine
from,
is
Blaine?
Blaine is signed up for Level Up, everybody, and he is signed up all day classes for all 3 days. So we're just really
Awesome.
stoked, to
Awesome.
have a young man in that knows how to turn already at 13.
Great.
So it's going to be, really great. I just wanted to, everybody give him a nice warm welcome to the group
Oh,
here,
absolutely.
and
Sure.
Absolutely.
glad to have you in.
Blaine.
Yeah, I hope you're
Welcome-
here every
welcome, Blaine.
Wednesday
thank you
night.
too.
Where do you live?
Wisconsin.
Oh, cool.
Wow, Scott.
That'll be close.
Yeah.
Yep. So right on. All right. Thanks,
Well,
buddy.
Welcome to
that's
the
nice,
club.
Blaine. Keep it up.
Well,
Hey, your
Wednesday night.
stuff is really pretty. Your stuff is pretty.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that, so I do have a little bit of sad news to share with everybody. We lost a stalwart wood turner from over in England. He's been around for a long time. Turning, he's going to be greatly missed. But Martin Pigeon passed away the other day, and so I just wanted
Morning, Dane.
I'm sorry.
It was this morning. They found
It
him
was
this
this
morning.
morning. Okay.
Found him in his workshop this morning.
Oh, gee.
Wow. So he's going to be greatly missed. But back in the 70s and 80s, he used to tour with Stu's dad, Alan Batty, over here. Teaching wood turning and selling their wares that they had going on here in America. So he's going to be greatly missed. So I just wanted to give a shout out. Everybody think about the family, his wife Pat. With that, Matt, let's kick off some gallery. We got a lot of gallery going on right now.
We do. So let's first go to Dave. Hey, Dave, what you got?
Oh, I have to follow that? Well,
You do.
first, there's something that I really like. This is European Purple Beech.
Yes.
And
Great.
right here, it's about a 1/4 inch, right at this low spot. And I didn't want to go through it. And I wanted to
I
make
like
it
what you
narrower
did
at
with
the
it.
bottom, but I didn't want to mess up this bark.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you did a good job with it. I never saw any wood look like that.
Looks great, Dave.
I left a lot of the
Love it.
undesirable things in, like the worm tracks, and so there's a couple of funky spots. But the person I'm sending this to is very familiar with the trials and tribulations of this tree. It was a great tree. In fact, when it was
like how
cut
you
down,
left
he
it.
saved the wood for me.
I
Very
like how
good.
you left the
That-
flat spots. Made it
Is that
perfect.
is it hollowed or drilled?
Oh, it's hollowed. Like I
Okay,
said, it's
right
only
on.
about a quarter inch here.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have left that as well. Good job.
And then on the other side of things, I made myself a mushroom box.
Nice.
It's
Yeah, it
locust.
is.
It's locust on the bottom and walnut on the top.
Mhm.
Love it.
I might
it
have
is.
trouble getting rid of this one because my wife thinks it's absolutely adorable.
It's
It
yours.
is.
It's
It is
yours.
nice.
Cool, babe.
But
Keeping the wife happy is a good way to get her support for continuing to turn.
yes, and this came a couple days ago.
Nice.
Wow.
Yes. All I gotta do now is find either a proper hat or a turning smock. I don't know. I'll see. But that's it for me.
All right. Well, thank you, Dave, very, very much. Nice work. Next
Thank
up
you.
is Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hello. First things first. If you don't have one, he already showed his, but everybody needs to get him one of these, or at least one. I think I've got 4 now, but anyway. Now on to my
Never have
bowls.
too many.
Exactly. I had a friend send me some olive wood, and it was some trash that he couldn't turn. So I started to turn it and to see what I could make out of it.
Oh my gosh.
That is wonderful.
That sucker was a whirly bird, let me tell you.
I'd like
at
to
the
go
grain.
back home.
Oh
And
my.
I even, never mind, I'm not even going to say anything, Dane. You know what I mean?
You're gonna charge 50% off since there's only half a bowl?
Yeah, well, yeah, I should.
How fast were you?
Love it.
No,
going,
you guys are
Dad?
thinking about this wrong. That's a
No,
50%
more is-
surcharge for character.
Hey, more is
With
less.
both those,
Less is more.
I actually got this one up to about 1100 when I was turning the
Okay.
inside out, but
Ooh,
it was making a heck of a sound. Yeah.
I was gonna say, did you have to change your shorts after you finished?
JJ, that's all I've been doing. Here's the second one that I turned.
Oh, I like
Nice.
that. Yeah.
That's nice.
I was trying to keep that bark on, and you can see where my tenon was. I had to drill down, or I had to turn down and go in about a half an inch to be able to actually catch wood right here. And then, of course, I kind of brought the bowl down a little bit to where it wasn't as deep. It's not as deep now, so you can't really tell, but kept the wormholes in it. That's where they actually sawed the log in half. There's actual saw marks in it.
Nice.
Nicely
Yeah,
done.
nice character.
Thank
Yeah.
you, thank you. And I'm working
Beautiful
on the
wood.
third one, and it's probably I'm gonna change my underwear many times on this one, JJ. Yes, it's a beast. And that's all I've got. Thank you.
Thanks, Joe.
All
What
right,
you
thanks, Joe. Some nice work. It's beautiful wood.
Thank you.
Yep. Next up is Al. Hey, Al.
Oh boy. I hope everybody's doing good.
Awesome.
Well, next on my list that I started was with Band Aid Brenda, with Brenda and Jim showed a few months back is the hurricane, the hurricane salt shaker.
You see
And-
salt?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, it comes out really nice, you know. So it worked out good. It's a cool little project. It's a cool little project. And because of time of year of messing around making eggs, 1, 2, 3. Then I said to myself, you know, well, how many things or what can you do with eggs?
Deviled eggs.
Yeah, you can
Boil
make
the snot
deviled
out
eggs.
of them.
You could make a little rabbit.
Oh, sometimes make,
I like it.
There you
sometimes I
go.
make an omelet.
Rabbit omelet. Yeah.
Little
Hey, is there
things.
peanut butter in there?
If I rip his head off, I could put some in it, huh? And then again, I'm not really finished with this, but I mean, what else can you make with a egg shape as an avocado?
There you go.
But,
It's got the
Where-
pit.
Oh.
I like it. I
Where
like
else have I seen a
it.
rabbit made of eggs? Oh yeah.
yeah, but there you go. That's what I have. Everybody have a good night. Everybody be good.
Good job,
Great
Al.
work. Thanks, Al. Next up is Patrick. Hey, Pat.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Patrick.
Well, this one
Patrick.
didn't turn out exactly like I planned it either, but
Uh-oh. I like those mistakes.
Oh,
my goodness.
My gosh.
look at that.
little box.
Nice.
I love it. I love it.
And what happened was I turned it the outside shape that I wanted. Then I marked each one of these on the indexer on the lathe. Then I went to this spindle sander to get these scallops.
Cool.
All you need now is a gerbil.
When I went to turn the inside, I got it real close and got a little catch and broke the bottom out of two of them.
Oh,
Oh,
They were
no.
supposed to be round.
that's
So I
so
took
cool.
the micromotor and squared them up.
You can't see it from my house.
Yeah,
No,
there you
Pat,
go.
Pat,
I'll tell you what. That's just
Pat,
beautiful.
would it have
Very
made more
nice, Pat.
sense? Would it have made more sense to hollow the inside and then take it onto the sander?
Well, that's actually what I did on this. That's what I was shooting for.
So the answer to your question is yes.
All right. Sorry for reading ahead, brother.
But on this one, I turned it the outside shape, and then I cut the scallops on the drill press with a hole saw,
Ah,
and then turned the inside. And it's hard to get all of these scallops exactly the same. So when it started kind of breaking through on 3 or 4 of the scallops, then I took it to the spindle sander and got them all exactly the same.
I'll tell you,
Gorgeous work.
that's pretty idea. Really pretty idea, Pat.
Nice.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
figure out how
beautiful
to
work.
get it done one of these days, Pat.
a great idea.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Nice job, Pat.
it is. I love Patrick when things don't go as he planned.
know, right?
I love it. They come out so cool.
I know.
If
It's
it
you
don't
amazing.
work,
Across, too.
You do wonderful with the design opportunities you create.
does.
I love it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you're very inspiring. You really are, Pat.
if it don't work the first time, try it again.
Right?
Yep.
Beautiful.
That's nice. That's pretty.
And then after I worked so long on that, I said, I'm gonna just turn some bows.
Here we go.
I don't blame you.
Oh, wow.
That is some pretty wood.
That's
Wow.
Yeah.
That is red elm.
Yeah.
And it's got
Okay.
some,
This
Look at that
thing's sure
grain.
red.
it's got some really nice figure in it.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I love your shape. It's a nice shape on the outside.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Well executed. Beautifully done.
Then I turned this one.
Oh, my gosh. That's beautiful.
That's cool.
Uh,
That's
You
some
got-
great
you got
support for
You
that.
got some great cedar.
All that funky grain in it, Patrick, I don't much care for that. You probably ought to send it to me.
Send me your address.
there you go.
Keep trying, Billy. Keep trying.
But I was amazed at the quilting in that
So am I.
stump.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Right?
Beautiful.
I'd never turned into red elm, but I think I like it.
I do
Yeah.
too.
Mm,
That's beautiful.
pretty stuff.
Yeah, it really is. Really is.
The bottom.
Are you that thin down there in that corner? If you open up to show
Oh,
us the
God, there
middle
he is
again.
showing off his spiraling again.
No, show us the inside again, Pat.
I think
There's
that's
a light spot
the
there. Is that
Sapwood,
light
Al.
I think that's the
Is that
natural
okay?
color of the
Okay.
wood.
That's just
Okay.
Yes.
sapwood, I
Uh-huh.
think.
Yes, it's that sapwood there.
Yeah, right. Okay. It's very pretty. Very pretty.
Very nice, Pat.
And
That
that's
grain looks like the swirls in the planet Jupiter.
It does. It
That
does.
That is absolutely crazy.
And
Yeah,
the
it's
whole
stunning.
stump is like it. I mean, every blank I cut out of it has got that same grain.
Wow.
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 Very cool. Very cool.
You got
Nice.
a treasure.
For a minute while I wipe the drool off my face.
Serious.
And I heard on Facebook I was going to get a block of that.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably carry 2 or 3 blanks of it with me up to Wisconsin. Level
I
up.
want one.
I'm not a fighter, but I'll be fighting somebody over one.
I think we're starting a bidding war here.
I don't have a whole lot of it, but I'll carry a few pieces of it.
Definitely going to be a bidding war, huh?
Yeah.
I'll
We might
tell you
have
what.
to
This is so
cut
exciting.
it up and divvy it up.
There you go.
Everybody gets a pen blank.
It is exciting to think about.
No pen blanks out of that.
Oh, yeah.
No pen blanks out of that.
I hope not.
No, that won't be cut into pen blanks if I got anything to do with it.
Right? Yeah. Or me.
I'll stand right there with you.
Yep. And there's 3 of us. So, and none of us are fighters. So that'll be a bad brawl right there. I tell you that right now.
Well,
when nobody's looking, some of it'll end up in my tree, in my SUV.
I may have to fight that with my checkbook.
Yeah. Yeah, well, them guys are brawling. We'll just slip it into our vehicles.
Uh-huh. All right, sweet.
Yeah. All right, well, thanks, Patrick.
Thank you.
Patrick, how big was the tree?
It was
Big.
at the bottom of the stump was like 34 inches.
That's a good size cedar.
And across
That's
the
big.
top.
And that was red elm?
That's red
No,
elm.
it's elm.
Red
Red
elm.
elm, not cedar.
That's
Red
beautiful.
elm.
It's not cedar.
That's a pretty big elm tree.
Yeah, because I got red elm in my front yard, and I planted it 45 years ago. Well, somewhere in there. And it's not that big yet. And any of the limbs came off, not getting that color. But
I don't know how old this tree is, but it's been there for a long time.
Ah, Moper. Ah, Moper.
The guy that cut it, he brought me the stump and then a piece that looks like a elbow. It's bent in an L.
wow.
I don't know what that's going to look like. I hadn't cut that up yet. And I'm going to see if there's any more of it. I'm going to try to get some more of it.
Right? Yeah, I don't blame you.
That is beautiful wood.
Very cool.
Tell that guy it's poisonous to burn.
I don't think he'll burn it.
Tell him it smells like cat piss.
You know, the elm that I have turned, that's what it smelled like. This don't smell
I
like
know.
that.
Yeah, red elm does it.
It has, it's
Gordon
got a
knows
little bit of smell, but it's not bad.
I guess if you give them one of those pieces, I mean, you'll probably get all you want.
Patrick, according to what I just found, a tree that size is between 100 and 150 years old.
Wow.
I wouldn't doubt it where it's at. I mean, it was pretty much right in the middle of town, and very few trees have been cut in that area.
Wow.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very nice.
All right, well, thanks, Patrick. Next up is we're going to go to Roger. Hey, Roger.
Thank God it wasn't.
Roger. Billy.
That's not segmented.
No, it's just one segment.
Nice.
Nice shape.
Very, very nice.
Oh, it is.
Hey, you got a novel.
It's a big
the Iron
character.
Bowl, huh?
What you call a diet soup bowl.
Originally, I put lacquer on it, and I didn't like it. It was splotchy, and so I sanded it all back down. Now I just got some shellac on it.
Nice. Nice.
Looks
What kind of wood is that, Roger?
Cedar.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
On cedar, you have to really saturate it with sanding sealer to get lacquer to lay
Yep.
out flat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It'll drink
The
it, that's for
natural
sure.
oils in cedar play hell with lacquer sometimes.
Sure
Yeah.
do.
Beautiful, though. Beautiful.
Yeah, there's
Got another one that I'm working on that I made a funnel out of it, so I'm trying to plug the hole.
Very cool.
Oh, so you're segmenting.
The hard way.
You're back to segmenting.
Nice.
Everything's segmented. This
Thanks,
is
Roger.
one piece.
Well, no, the
Yeah,
one
single-
you cut the
single-
hole. The one you cut the hole went through the bottom. Just make a segmented base and put in the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Single
Segmented hole
segment.
filler.
Nice job, Roger. Thank you.
one of those suns that you showed us with the ring. Put that in the bottom of that bowl.
There you go.
After some of the
done well.
fantastic stuff you show, it's nice to see that you're human.
Right, Dave? Right.
Okay, thanks, Roger. We're gonna go to Paul Hannaby next. Hey, Paul.
What's up, Paul?
Hello, good morning. Or evening, wherever you are. Yeah,
Yeah.
did this one the other day. It's black poplar.
Very nice.
Nice.
colour in it, so.
Oh, that's awesome.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it looks
But
great.
I
got
was
some pretty
given a
grain,
load
too.
of this wood a while ago, and I've still got some nice bits of it, and every now and again I'll pick one out and do it. But you see the variation in colour. It's sort of browns and sort of greens and browns, I
Yeah,
suppose.
that's another gas giant.
But yeah, nice
Yeah.
one to turn as well. It's not that difficult to turn.
Beautiful.
Looks great.
Beautiful, Paul.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Cheers.
Nothing else, hey, Paul?
Just that one this week. I've been busy
All
doing
right.
other things. Haven't had time
Beautiful.
to more turning.
Beautiful work, Paul.
Thanks.
Right on.
Next up is Joaquin. Hey, Joaquin.
There, okay, I'm not muted. So I do have some pieces that I turned while I was at Mark's, but they're in the house. I have been out in the shop all day upgrading because Mark sold me some tools. And so I want to introduce you guys to an update to my shop. I still have, let me see if I can flip this camera here. So I had my tools lined up on magnets here on the front of the workbench, and that created a problem because I keep finishes up here and sandpaper and drill bits. And so every time I'd reach over, I knock a tool handle and end up hitting the floor with the concrete floor with the tool, which is not good. So one of the tools that Mark sold me is a slow speed grinder with an 80 grit and a 350 grit wheel. He gave me a Wolverine jig. I already had the that part.
Wolverine jigs. Yep.
Yep. So
Very grinds.
I just mounted this. So I got this cart today, and this is the Sharp cart. And I mounted my wheel here, and then I just moved my Sorby from the end of the bench there, where my water bottle is, to here. And Harbor Freight is great. Got this nice steel power strip that's magnetic, so I can move it wherever I need, but I've got dedicated power for either sharpening device. And I discovered something very disturbing, and you guys are going to have to help me. All of my tools, like here's my cup chucks, my drive centers, face plates, some things like that, parts for the Sorby. Spindle roughing gouge, parting tool, my little saw, my spiraling tool, scrapers in this drawer, chucks. This is multi-center live center. So this is my collection of live centers, my Jacobs chuck. I got a robust live center. So these go on the robust.
Your cones.
The problem is, and then this is all various tool attachments, buffing and everything. The problem is, there's my boring headset. The problem is, with the exception of the tools I use constantly that are on the lathe, all of my tools fit in this cart. So I don't have enough tools. That's my problem. It's obvious if they all fit in this cart, then there's just not enough there. But I think the really advantage, and I just built this today. I have yet to put something on the lathe and turn it with this, but I think the advantage, first of all, sharper tools with the CBN wheel. But I think the other advantage is my workbench is actually going to be a workbench again. I can go over there and do finishing, do glue ups, stack parts or whatever for the next piece. So that's an advantage, is I'm going to actually have a workbench again and not bump into tools. But rather than walking back to here to this lathe when I'm working on my second lathe, all my tools will travel with me to whichever lathe I'm at. And that's going to be nice. And then sharpening, I'll be able to just turn to the sharp cart, sharpen up, rather than going all the way across the shop to go sharpen. So I think that's another advantage. And this, the motor on this slow speed grinder is super quiet. It's very nice.
Yep. Yeah, you don't even know they're running.
Yeah. Oh, it's very nice.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So that's my upgrade to the shop, and I'm pretty excited. I'll start breaking it in tomorrow. I have speaking of logs, I had a client about 2 years ago who had an Alaskan Malamute pass away, and the Malamute's name was Aspen. And a client lives in Colorado, and he sent me a piece of aspen to make Aspen's urn. Well, they finally put Aspen in the urn, and there's about 2 ounces left over. So he asked me for some keepsake urns, and he said, "Do you still have any of the Aspen?" No, I've turned it all because it's really nice to turn. So he sent me a picture of the tree, and I said, "Send me that part right there." So tomorrow, this is going on the bandsaw to start getting cut up. It's been down for a long time. It's good and dry, so I don't have to worry about drying it. So first projects with all the new toys is going to be breaking that aspen down and making a couple of small keepsake urn. They don't have to be very big. There's about a third of a cup of remains didn't make it into the urn. So I'll make a couple small keepsake urns with threaded inserts. And then he asked for 2 pencils from that tree. And then I have all that crotchwood, which is going to have wild figure in it. So I'm excited about that.
Poor thing.
Right? I'm stuck with it. I don't know.
What
am I going to do?
Did you get your truck unloaded?
I did, yes, sir. It hurt a little bit, but I backed right up. I backed right up to the shop, just like we did when we unloaded the Delta. I survived.
Good.
I haven't put it on shelves yet. It's sitting right there.
Oh my gosh.
Those are all turning
That's quite the
points for
haul.
Mark.
That's a good haul. Yeah. Yeah. We loaded Friday until my back said enough's enough. And then we turned all day Saturday, and we turned to Sunday morning, and we had an absolute blast. And thank you, Mark, for a wonderful weekend. I did have an excellent, my brain is still flooded. Wanted to talk real quick about the newsletter. I have a nice selection of detailed photos from members, and please don't stop sending them. If we end up with a 16-page newspaper, it will break my heart. Or newsletter. Right. I will be absolutely devastated. So don't send any more pictures. Stop sending pictures. I've got new faces, in the newsletter, which I'm excited to see some new names and some new faces. Keep that coming. Everybody, if you're in this meeting, you're a member of the club. If you're a member of the club, you can be published in the newsletter. All you have to do is email high-resolution photos to editor@worldwidewoodturners.org, and I'll put the link in the chat again. And it's really not, as long as your picture doesn't look like it was taken with a potato, it's going in the newsletter. That's the rule. My other rule is 1 image per artist, unless there's something specific that we're showing, like an article or a how-to. Then you'll get more images, obviously, because it illustrates what's going on in the article.
Or a then and now.
Yeah, or then and now, which I got a then and now photo photos.
Great.
I haven't gotten any of those for almost a year, so that's exciting. I'm really happy to see that. That's the thing. These are the things we're looking for. The newsletter is not my newsletter. It's not Dane's newsletter. This is your newsletter. You determine what goes in the newsletter by sending it to me so I can put it there. That's my job. I just collate the pictures and copy and paste them. That's my job. It's you guys that make the newsletter, not me. I just glue it all together in a way that makes sense. So please keep them coming. This is going to be a fun issue, definitely.
And
Yeah, I'm
when he
looking
said
forward to
don't
it.
send any more
Hey,
photos,
you
he
know,
didn't-
since
he was
JJ just
teasing.
messed up, and he's only cutting and pasting, maybe we'll take a zero off his salary.
Yeah, he was definitely being facetious about don't send any more photos.
Yeah, no, it's reverse psychology. Whatever you do, don't
Yes.
bury me with more photos.
Right.
No,
Right.
April Fool.
Don't throw me in
Don't-
that briar bush now.
Hey, don't threaten him with a good time.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep 'em-
April Fools, JJ.
Yeah.
Just like you know, when you're sitting at the bar, you know, it's like keep them coming. Keep them coming. When somebody buys you a drink, keep them coming.
Yep. No, we've got some cool detail photos.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
do.
just some really neat stuff, very interesting, fascinating stuff. So I'm excited that I threw that challenge out there and you guys are meeting it. It's going to be a fun newsletter. And look, if you're not turning something with lots of specific, details, that's okay. If you just got a bowl, send the bowl. That's fine. But we are focusing on this issue on details, but that doesn't mean that's all we're focusing on. So
Right.
that's all I've got.
Then
Thanks,
can
JJ.
you give them a description of what we're talking about then and now?
Okay, so then and now, if it was in the house, I could pick it up and show you. So then and now is a picture of one of your earliest pieces, say a lidded box. My then and now, I showed the first lidded box I ever made, which was a disaster. And then I showed one of my current boxes, which shows an incredible amount of growth, development, change in focus of design, better technique, and talk about how you've learned and how you've grown since you turned the first piece versus the modern piece, the recent piece.
Right.
Just do a self-evaluation. This is what I looked like then. Here's where I'm at now, so that we can see the progression, and it can encourage other turners to keep turning, keep working, keep growing. That's
break that mold.
Nobody's judging you in a then and now, but you.
Right.
It's self-reflection. Here's where I was. Here's where I'm at. And
there's
it's a cool feature.
There's been like 50 of us that have done that over the past couple of years. So
yeah, and it looks
it's a cool thing.
And it's cool because you can see just change, and you get new ideas from seeing where those people where they're at. The whole point is inspiration for one another.
Right.
And the newsletter is a great tool to share, where we can get inspired by other people's work, and inspire other people with our work. But we only do it if we share it.
Right. Very good. Thank you, JJ.
You betcha. Thank you.
All right,
Thank
Matt,
you very
take
much,
it away.
JJ. Yep. Next up is Roger the Angry. Hey, Roger.
Hello.
Hey, Raj.
Hey, I just worked on a little bit this week. I'm not a cigar smoker, but made a couple of cigar ashtrays.
Nice.
Black nut,
Nice.
and they got the little down in the middle of them to, I guess, to ash it out with. But then I used a laser pecker on the bottom. I don't know if you can see that at all.
There it is.
Nice. Laser pecker,
What's the thing in the
Laser
middle?
pecker.
I wonder who has one of them.
You got a laser pecker too? Oh my God!
Yeah.
Everybody's got a laser pecker.
What's that medallion in the middle there?
Oh, it's something I just scrounged around in my toolbox. Actually, I think it was like a little piece of metal that you'd stick on something, and then another thing would stick to it. It's a little piece of steel, I think, brushed aluminum or something like that.
That could also be wall. That could also be wall art. I mean,
very cool.
Yeah, that could also be wall art. You can stand it up; it looks pretty.
Yeah, I don't
on a stand or something.
Do so. I just like the black walnut. I don't know if you guys can
Yep.
see, it's pretty dark.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks good.
Very
bud.
nice. Very
Nice.
nice.
Very nice. Looks good.
All right. Thank you, Roger.
I didn't bring them tonight, but I've been making a bunch of eggs too, but a little late for Easter.
You're right, but that's okay.
Yeah.
The cigar trays are nice, a nice touch.
Absolutely.
Next up is Jason.
All right.
Maybe.
So I had some found on the ground wood and I started making some little trinkets. This one, I think I've deduced that it's elm based on the grain structure. It's real pretty wood. I did have trouble with this one where, unbeknownst to me when I started, there was one row in the grain that had ring shake. So as I was turning it down, I lost a big chunk. It didn't come off the lathe or anything, but reminded me that it's always good to inspect your material as you get going.
Beautiful.
Then I jumped to another version similar, but a little shorter. And then I made one that originally I did not like. I made it with a shot glass as an insert. So it's got a pretty wide neck. And originally it was a lot more boxy than this. And so after having a few sips of coffee, I went back and put some Turner's tape on the bottom of it and returned it. And that was actually after I experimented with a different shape. And I used a taller shot glass for this one and came up with another little vase.
Very nice.
Nice.
Well, it is nice. It's very nice.
Yeah.
That
Thank you.
is.
That's what I have.
What kind of wood was that?
I believe it's elm.
That is. It's nice. You got some nice shapes on your stuff.
Thank you.
Very nice. All right, well, thank you, Jason. Next up is Billy.
Hey. Hello, Billy.
Howdy, howdy. A couple Saturdays ago, we started turning boxes for the tables at SWAT. I was out at James's shop and turned this little piece of spalted pecan. It's not much. It's just a simple little box, but nice and hollow. Can't see all the way in it. It's too dark, but sanded it up nice, finished it with walnut oil. I'm happy with it. And
Would be too.
And last Thursday at our local club, I demoed 3-sided boxes with a twist. I did 2 of them. I haven't finished the second one yet. This is Texas persimmon, spalted Texas persimmon. And it's got a nice little twist to it. You can see it's 3-sided.
Yep.
4 axes. Nothing special. Again, finished the lid and the inside. But I didn't get a chance to finish this at the demo because I didn't want to spend that much time sanding and all of that stuff. So I basically showed them how to turn them and they can take the finish in from or on their own. But I did video the finishing of this and that video will be up soon. But anyway, just a simple couple of little boxes that I've engraved my logo in the bottom. Unfortunately, like some people, I don't have a laser pecker. I have to use one of my big lasers to do that.
Hey, Bill. Okay,
we're gonna milk laser pecker tonight.
If I have anything to do, we are.
We're gonna milk it to level up, Dane.
Oh, Dane, I wonder where I might be able to get one of those. Any ideas?
Yeah.
Hey, you can get a refurbished one off of eBay for about $150.
Good, because I went on their website and I seen them for about 1,000.
Well, that's for the new one.
Okay.
The Laser Pecker 1, you can get a refurbished one off of eBay from the company for about $150, I think. Last time I saw them, I see him
for $199.
I'm just too tight to turn loose of the money. So somebody had a question.
I was going to ask you about turning the outside first, and then where was your okay? You turned the outside first and got your that. Okay, then you went back to center, and so where how did you hold it then at that point?
Okay, that's a good question. Al. It actually really is. So when you're going to do a three-sided, you can do it all in one fell swoop, like I did our demo here a few weeks ago. Remember the three-sided box I did?
Right.
Well, the only difference between this or that one and this one is the twist. However, because you want to make sure that you get the grain aligned right as best you can all the way around, when you're doing a twist, before you start with the twist and the inside and whatnot, you want to cut this down. So you want to part this down with as thin as parting tool as you can, and so part it off, and then fix a tenon on this piece, and fix a groove on the inside of this piece, and you want it to be a pretty tight fit. So you put it back together. Now, once you've got it back together, now you can put it between your points and turn it with a twist. 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 1.
Right.
Instead of 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3.
So it was right.
So
you
I
did it first.
I first cut this lip, and I cut this mortise, and I made sure that this was a really tight fit. In fact, it was so tight, I nearly didn't get it off during the demo so that I could hollow the inside. But I did. I finally got it off. But so you wanted a pretty tight fit. So then you can set it in your other axes and turn the twist. The tricky part is making sure that you hit your target lines. Remember, you draw a circle just like on the other one, and you don't want to turn past that if you can help it. This one started out, the reason it looks thinner or smaller up here than it is down here is because it is. The circle that I had up here was smaller than the circle I had down here. So I turned circles.
Was that intentional?
On each side. It was intentional.
Okay.
I remember how I tried that during the demo and it didn't work. That's part of why. So yeah, I made it a smaller diameter where I was putting my holes down here than I did up here, and you get a bit of a slant. So it's bigger on the bottom than it is on the top. But one of the cool things about it is it looks like if you stand it up and you turn it, it looks like it's bent and leaning.
It does. Yep.
Yeah.
And it's really not. It's just an optical illusion because of the twist.
It's the grain. That's all. Yeah.
Yes, because of the twist. The hardest part. Let me get that lined up again. The hardest part, and I don't know if you can see this. With this one, I didn't turn it down so that it was. Let me do this way. I didn't turn it down so that there was a pointed ridge right here on the twist. There's about 1/4 of an inch hilltop on top. The hardest part is making sure that you get that same flat on each of the 3 corners.
Right.
So you just got to make sure that you keep at it until you get there. And then if you don't get there, you do what I did with this one and do a little sanding while you're sculpting while you're sanding it. So I went back and resanded it. You know, when you turn these, you typically do all your sanding after you turn that side. Well, I went back with a sander and I re-sculpted to make sure that all of these ridges were the same thickness.
Your 80 grit finishing tool, eh?
No, actually, I didn't have to use anything but 120, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's nice. I figured there was a little bit more to it.
Very cool.
Once you turn the side, can you go back to that, remount it?
You can if you don't destroy your mounting holes.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I did that on this one.
Yeah.
Today. But yeah, if
So
you don't turn through or destroy your mounting holes, you can go back. It's not a big deal.
So a caveat to making some of these is leave the turning bits of your mounting holes to the very end.
Yes. And yeah, don't cut those off until you're satisfied with your design and it's time to put it between centers and cut your tenons.
Yep. Very cool. Thanks, Billy.
My pleasure. Thank you.
All right. Next up is Charlie. Hey, Charlie.
A couple weeks ago, I showed the urn without a lid. I finished it. I don't know how many rings on it, but it's segmented.
Could you raise it up and bring it towards you? There you go.
Nice.
That's apple wood, with the bottom of it is sweet maple, sugar maple. The lid is also sugar maple. Now I made a recess. I've got a little plastic container. I'm going to put a picture of the animal in it for a cat. A friend of ours has 2 cats that got to be put down. Then this one is all off the same tree. It's maple, it's sweet maple, sugar maple, and the lid and bottom are, but one's off of a different branch. And the branch was darker.
Wow.
Yep. And it also
nice.
It also has a
insert.
I put the picture in.
They are. They're gonna love them. They're gonna love them.
Yeah, it looks good, Charlie.
Does. It's amazing how you get so many different shades of color
Off
out
the same
of one
piece.
tree.
Yeah.
Out of the same tree. It's just crazy.
Yeah,
And then I found just
yeah.
for practice, found some pieces on the floor, made little. We got my great granddaughter likes these little cups and stuff.
Oh,
for tea parties.
Yeah,
These
I
are
have to make a set of them for
Sweet.
the tea party.
Nice. Good job, Charlie.
That's really cool.
That is.
That's it.
Nice job.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Well, thank you, Charlie. Very nice.
Thank you.
Next up is Doug. Hey, Doug.
Hey guys, it's I'm kind of like Patrick. This week's piece this is not what it was supposed to be. Because it's Holy Week, I was intended to do a bright or very royal blue, maybe even a purple with a gold band around it. And I got my piece of wood in and started turning it, and I said, this ain't what I thought it is. It turns out it's a fair piece of walnut. I did get my gold band. I
wouldn't color that purple.
No, I do still have to take the tenon off, but I've got more finish to put on it yet. It's got 1 coat of walnut oil at this point. It'll get 3 or 4 more, and then depending on what I'm seeing, I may let it sit for a few days and then put some lacquer on top of that to get more shine. But it's this is a piece of that walnut tree that I got out of my son's yard back last spring. It just fell over, and everybody thought it was too small to turn much out of it.
It's
Nope,
nice.
show
the inside again. Show the inside again.
I will. This ended up being 8.5 inches in diameter, so it's
beautiful.
Look at that.
I like it.
Doug,
right down the middle.
The symmetry of the grain in the middle is
right down
awesome.
the middle.
Isn't that
Gord.
fantastic?
Yep.
And that was
That is
not,
awesome.
I did not work
he-
to, plan that out at all. It's just the way
Yeah,
it is.
you
It does.
just stuck that
We-
you just stuck that thing on the lathe and went.
Yeah.
And it turned
Yeah.
out great.
We
Yeah.
often strive for designs like that in the bottom and
Right.
seldom get them. That's awesome.
Yeah. You see that dark spot right there? That's a wormhole that is through and through. There's two of those, one on the other side as well. Just all the way through. So those are, one is half filled with walnut dust and the other half is, coffee grounds. The other one is 100% coffee grounds with both with CA. But yeah, to get that symmetry like that, it's a wonderful piece. And I'm
Yeah.
super glad that I ended up with what I ended up with.
Right.
I think what I was aiming
Very
for
nice.
would have been very pretty, but not with this piece of wood.
No.
Yeah.
The
because-
contrast that you picked is just perfect for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sapwood that's on the two ends really
Yep.
gives it some phenomenal chatoyance.
That's a beautiful piece, Doug.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
Beautiful.
Yeah, good character in that.
And there's never no such thing as too small because you can always
no,
make
no.
always make segments out of them.
Yeah. But this one, this was just it was a half of a log chunk, and I trimmed it so it's more square. Is all I did, and centered it up on the lathe. And I don't know if you can really tell, but I worked hard to get the curve on the top half and below or above
Yes.
the rim and the below the rim
Right.
to be
Yeah.
the same.
Nicely
Yeah.
done.
So
But don't you have that textured?
Looks great, buddy.
It's
Look at
text.
that.
There it
Look
is.
at that.
It's
It's
textured.
like a ribbon. Looks
Yep.
like
yeah,
a
the
solid
idea was
ribbon.
that it be a gold rope wrapped around it, and I
Oh,
got that
it's a
effect
rope.
pretty well.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
What tool did you use to do the band to get your?
Sorby Mini,
Oh, the mini one. Okay. Yeah.
that one right there.
Yeah. I have that in that, but that looks so just like it was perfect. Wow. I have to practice a little more.
Yeah, well, I didn't spend 3 seconds to do it. I was holding that spiraling tool up there a pretty good while, right, Matt?
Oh.
Yeah. I count to 5 or 6 in my head, sometimes more. So yeah.
Yeah.
I blinked my eye and I said, "What did he just do?"
Yeah, it was there for a while. I spent some time and I kind of went back and forth with it, not turning the tool. I still got the little brace on it so it would stay nice and flat on my tool rest.
Right.
And just let the tool do the work. Kept pushing
How
straight in with it.
How fast were you spinning, Doug?
With the spiraling tool, it's about 400.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to go over 800 with those.
Yeah.
No, speed makes a difference. Your angle makes a difference. I was dead flat, dead center, at about 400, and let the tool do the work. I wasn't trying to hoss it back and forth. I was just letting it slowly ride across that rim, and then back across the other way. And so I got real good texture there, and it really does. Even
Yeah.
up close, it looks like a rope.
Yeah, it looks perfect. It's impressive.
Very nice job.
I like it.
It's fun to watch.
I like a lot.
It really was.
Apparently, everything makes a difference with those spiraling tools.
It
I
does.
hadn't even figured out one of the somethings yet.
One of the tricks I do if I'm trying to figure them out is I go watch one of those videos that somebody puts out, like Nick Agar or somebody, and just
Yeah.
watch it and then try and duplicate what he did, and
Yeah.
you learn a lot just doing that. So
Yeah. Jeff
just
Hornig
take an
is
hour.
on it.
Eventually,
Horning is good too.
the next demo I request from Patrick is going to be nothing but a whole demo series on how to texture. And I think we'll learn a lot on that. I think
Yeah.
we will learn a lot.
You're no kidding.
I plan on having him teach me a spiraling session and at
Yeah,
level up.
likewise. Yep.
Yeah, buddy.
I can do that.
All right.
Cool.
Badass. Thanks, Doug.
You're welcome.
Thanks very much,
Good,
Doug. Next up is Neil. Hey, Neil.
Hey, how you doing,
Neil.
everybody? Yes, sir. Well, I was turning with Joe and Aaron, and I turned a maple bowl,
Nice.
and
Pretty.
it turned out pretty good.
Yeah. Red maple.
It just said maple on the label.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks good.
Inside has a lot of
Lost
character
Falling,
on it.
for sure.
Grain's
Yeah,
got
it
plenty
does.
of character. It looks great.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Quilting and Chitonians. Gotta love it. Nice.
So I got another. This is a burl maple.
Oh my.
Oh,
And look how
wow.
the grain here
Yep.
runs, and then everything runs this way.
And it goes
Wow.
bird's eye on you. Wow.
I like the shape on that.
Wow.
Oh, that's pretty.
Well, did you see that eagle? You see that
That
eagle?
almost
here?
looks that.
Right
That almost
there.
looks. Oh yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Right
see
there.
that?
Yep. Yep.
The black.
It's a vulture, Brenda. It's a vulture.
Okay.
It looks
Okay.
more like a turkey vulture to me too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
and then
That's
it
cool.
had a like
More conclusion.
And then
yeah
inclusion.
it was real loose, so I put CA in it and let
Good
it
job.
set up, and then
Good
the
job.
bottom.
Good job.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Nice foot.
Oh, look
Oh,
at
that's pretty.
flame
That's
on
pretty.
that.
And then the
That's
inside,
Wow.
the inside has it too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very nice.
Yeah, good job, Neil.
That is nice.
Thank you,
That's awesome, amazing, son, Neil.
thank you. And then I did another pen, which is
Whoa.
it's a
my.
skull, but it's got acrylic on it, and I turned it and sanded it. Started at 400, I went to 600, and then I went water sanded 15, 18, 2400, 3200. Then I put two coats of Yorkshire finish on it, and just some wax on top of that.
Looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful choice in colors.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Good
That's
That
eye.
self-portrait?
blank matches that
That's
pen
good.
very nice.
Really pretty.
That's a self-portrait.
There you go.
Yeah, we match.
Looks
That's
good.
as
Neil?
pretty as Sophia
Thank you.
Loren in her prime. I'm telling you.
Neil,
Thank you.
where in Ohio are you?
I'm up next to Akron,
Oh,
Oh,
Canton,
Cleveland, Akron. Yes,
it's too
Canton's up
far
that
from
way.
me.
right?
Sorry,
Yep,
I ain't
that's
gonna
where
show up
I'm
at
at.
your house.
Mhm. So I done the last couple times with Joe and Aaron. I did these two bowls and 8 pens.
Oh gosh.
Nice.
Cool.
But this one I really liked a lot. So and I
Yeah.
think I have it sold. So
Good.
Outstanding.
I think you
You.
guys are inspiring one another. I think you're pushing each other forward. That's good.
Yep. New
Yes.
boundaries.
A lot.
New boundaries.
That's why we do this. It's what
Yeah,
this is all
that's
about.
great. Yeah.
Yeah. They
Yep.
even conned me into getting in with their Discord group. I'm all set up for that as of last night. So
come
Good
on
job.
in.
con artists.
Oh
Bunch of
Come
my.
on
artists.
in.
Good job. I like everything you guys are doing. That's great.
Dane's fallen into the new century. I can't believe it.
I know, right? I know.
Before you know it, he'll even be using a laser pecker.
I know.
That's what I was gonna
And that's
say.
going to be amazing,
Thanks,
ain't it?
Yeah.
And
I
you
need
guys-
I need to
love-
get something
I
too.
love you guys. I love you guys so much.
We're so supportive.
Okay.
You know, I
Neil.
bet
Thank
I
God.
bet Neil gets a laser
Thank you.
pecker and starts using it before
Come
Dane.
I
Starts
want to get one.
I bet Duxbury will get one before.
Hello,
me.
Mr.
We're
Jim. How you
going to
doing?
Jim next.
No, this is Rita's. She's bashful tonight. This is she turned about 3 or 4 of these.
Wow.
Nice.
That's
Beautiful.
what is
Yeah.
that?
This is
What kind of
choke
wood?
cherry.
Choke cherry.
Oh wow.
Choke
Rita,
cherry.
that's beautiful, love.
Yeah.
Well done.
Very nice.
Yes, very
That
nice.
is that's a funny looking lighthouse.
Yeah. It started at that. No. This is a cut off piece from something. I don't know where it came from, but
Yes,
anyway,
Lord.
she turned a bowl out of it
Oh, I like it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Because you can, right?
because
Yeah.
you can.
Right.
Yeah. I'd have
Right,
thrown
'cause
it
you
out.
can.
I'd have
Nice.
thrown it out.
Oh my goodness, you would have thrown it out.
She saves everything.
Say it ain't so, Jim.
Yeah. These are 3-sided bowls.
Yeah,
Turn
Jim
on
turned
walnut.
that. Here you go, Blaine.
Cool.
Mr. Duxbury, Blaine, Mr. Duxbury is the off-center, multi-axis
Yeah.
mad scientist genius.
I've been called worse, but then
Wizard. Wizard was the word you were looking for, Dane.
But we call him Jim.
You just make our heads hurt every time you show this stuff. It's like, oh my God.
These are just pieces kicking around the shaft. Anyway, there's another one. We got a whole bunch of these. We turned all this.
So
I also
again, Jim, you make the bull first, and then you do your 3 corners, or 3 corners, and then go center. Yeah, I guess.
No, I turned the.
You turn the outside first.
3
Turn the
sides
outside
first.
first.
3 sides first.
Right. Uh-huh.
And I
then go on center.
And I put a recess in here so I can grab it with a chuck. Do the whole bottom, and put a recess in there, and then I can grab that and do the whole top.
That's it. Okay.
Very cool.
These are two-sided things that you do. These two-sided.
Beautiful.
Parts.
You showed those.
That's nice.
Wow.
You make left and right. When you make them, you make one on top of the other, and cut through, and then you do one piece to one and the other to the other.
I'm so
Very
glad you
nice.
made one of those for Rita to show her how much you love her.
Yeah. Well, no, I got better than that.
Got better.
Out of the scrap. This is the scrap when you cut the hearts out. I made a.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
Very nice.
Now that's
Overachiever.
Yeah. That's hard. That heart's not even cut in the middle straight.
And
is
he
it?
said he was throwing the other scraps away. Right.
Yeah.
Brown nose right there.
That's part of her necklace. She doesn't know
what
it
a
yet.
cheapskate! What a cheapskate you
He
are!
doesn't know it yet.
Okay, so explain it. Okay, no. Explain it.
Right.
Okay, so you have the heart.
Come on.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, here she got me. This is what I made for her.
That's it. That's what I want to say.
Lovely.
beautiful.
That's not a turning, but when you make one of these, you make 2 of them because you got one stack
yeah,
on
you
top
have
of
to.
the other. But this is
You got
actually
the two sides. Yeah.
this has actually got a cut in the middle here, where this was cut in half.
Well, if you hadn't
when I-
told anybody, they wouldn't know.
Yeah,
When I grow up, I want to be Jim.
yeah.
You and me both, brother.
Oh my
I
goodness.
signed it with my
I tell
felt
ya.
tip laser pecker.
I'm gonna sell my
Laser pecker.
I'm gonna sell it all. I'm gonna sell it all. Because, my good God.
Anyway,
Probably about 10 or 12 years from now, that laser pecker that Dane has is probably going to be worth a lot of money.
Well, I know, only open.
Especially if he leaves it in the box.
That might be
Never
a
been out of the
collector's item.
box.
That might be a
Especially if he
collector's
leaves it
item.
in the box. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's it for me.
Yeah.
The felt tip laser pecker comment got me.
Man, Jim, that's some nice stuff, Jim. Really.
Beautiful, Jim.
Thank-
Great
Right,
job.
Thank you, Jim.
Jim.
Beautiful,
Haven't seen
beautiful
you
work.
around. Where you been? Haven't seen you around.
He's been busy.
He's been in the
Yeah,
shop
obviously.
Right.
making hearts.
All right. So with that, we're almost through the top of the hour. So let's go to Safety Sue and get our safety moment on.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Sue.
Hi, Sue.
Hi, Sue.
Thank you.
Hi, Sue.
Hi. First, I want to thank Dane and Scott for a wonderful safety moment that they did last week. I watched it today.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. And
Don't swell Dane's head.
well, that's so it can be engraved with a laser pecker. But anyway,
There we go.
sorry, bro.
Too funny.
No, it's all good. Sue.
That was a good
All
one.
good.
So anyways, yeah, let's talk about safety. Let's talk about how you're turning and moving your arm. Are you moving your body? Remember to move your body back and forth. You're going to get a lot less catches. And a lot less catches means a lot less. Also, make sure that you're out of line of fire. Even when you're turning, you don't want to be in the line of fire. And we're not talking flames here. We're talking about a piece flying off your lathe. So when you turn on your lathe, make sure the lathe is at its lowest setting if it won't turn off, or turn it to 0. And slowly bring it up to make sure that your item is securely placed between centers. And stand off to the right of the lathe, so that if that piece comes off, you're not going to be lambasted with a piece from the lathe. So folks, this week, be careful. Be careful how you turn, slicing cuts, move your body, and stay out of the line of fire. Because I want you all to be here next week, and I hope to see you then. Take care, everyone.
Thank you,
All
Sue.
right, very good.
Thanks, Sue.
All right, thanks, Sue.
You're welcome.
All right, well,
What are you laughing
unfortunately, I don't have a demo tonight.
What?
April
Yeah, you know,
Fools.
so
April
you know,
Fool.
we're gonna make do with everybody here, but you know, no, I'm just kidding. But I never have a demo. So we got
I saw Dewey wearing a smock in his shop. That's got to
Right.
mean something.
So we got Mr. Dewey Johnson in tonight, and he's going to be inviting us into a show. I think he's got a video he's going to do for us, but he's going to show us how to turn something that's going to blow our minds. And so with that, Dewey, you got the floor now.
All
You're there.
right. All right. Live from Crowley, Texas. It is Wednesday night demo with your host, Dane Chandler, and with your
professional
feature presentation.
Yeah, just a second. Dang, computer's not acting right. But anyway, here we go. Now, here we go. And with your demonstrator, me. So, a few weeks ago, or more like a month ago, I showed this. This is the camera's backwards. So anyway.
Oh yeah, there it is.
It's an internal.
It's only backwards for you.
Yeah, internal lighted, what I call a message ornament. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to make these tonight. And so anyway, let's get started. I'm going to switch cameras here to go to the logo. What we're going to do is, like I said, we're going to make this and put the lights in it. And so first thing that we got to do, of course, is do a little bit of terminology here. In my vernacular, this part here is what we call the ornament body or ornament blank. Okay, that's what I'm going to call it. So I'm going to refer to it. And then this here is what I call the message. I'm going to call it a message blank. Okay, so anyway, those are. Hopefully, I won't confuse you trying to get those things mixed up. But okay, so the first thing we got to do is come up with our body blank here, and I got a piece of quilted maple here that I cut into. It's a little over 2 inches. You know, make it 2 to 3 inches, but it's got to be square. It's got to be perfectly square before we do anything. And then also drilled a 3/4 inch hole all the way down through it in order to, does two things. Number one, it helps us when we start hollowing. And number two, I can use it for centering it in the chuck. Make sure I don't get a whole lot of wagging. Okay. So there's that. That's the thing we got to do. And then we got to decide what we're going to do for our message type blank. You need something that's contrast, a lot darker. So I had some black walnut around. So here's a little piece of black walnut. So that should give it enough contrast there such that whenever we turn it, we'll wind up with this type of configuration, okay? So we've done that, we've got that. So next thing we got to figure out is how thick this blank's got to be. It's got to be the same width as this blank. Because whenever you turn it, if it's a little bit off this way or a little bit off this way, then your message letters could get, on the ends, could get cut off. So you got to make sure it's just perfectly, just that width right there, okay? So, all right, so first thing we got to do is we're going to determine the thickness of this. And the way we do that is get a sheet of paper here. Set this here like this. Then I take my handy dandy pencil and I just trace it around like this. Okay. Like this. All the way around. Okay. Okay. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to divide this essentially into 6 equal segments. Okay. And to do that, first you got to measure it. And this measures out at about, and let's call it, it's actually a little less, but we're going to call it 2 1/4 across. Okay. 2 1/4 inches across. All right. So we divide this into 6. Take 2.25 divided by 6. That's 2, 18. That's 2. It's 12. Let's see, 3. I'm sorry. 3 times it's 18. 18. It's 12. Okay. You bring it down 1.5 and 6 125, 12, 2. So it's roughly, approximately 3.75 or an 1/8 inch. But anyway, what we're going to do is first we're going to measure the middle of this thing, and that's 2 1/4. So the middle will be 2 1/8, which is right there. Okay. Yeah. Then I'm going to measure off this 1/8 from this end, and 1/8, 3/8 from this end, and 3/8 from this end. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Here and here. Right. So now the reason I chose 1/6 is because that pretty much gives a nice circular turning whenever you get it turned down. So next step is to make a circle using the middle here, and this being your radius, okay, from here to there. So the first thing we got to do is find the middle of this square here. And here. All right. There's a middle. Take our handy dandy compass here. There. Drop it down such that it's right there. Right there. Okay. Now we're going to make a circle. Down like this. Here. 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 Okay. So the height of the thickness of your message blank will be the distance from the middle point of this square to right here. We'll measure that right quick. And it looks to be about a quarter. So it's about a quarter of an inch thick from here to there. So, but we need to add another little more to it, let's say a 16th. That way, it gives us a little bit of buffer for uh-ohs, okay? So that tells us the thickness. Now, the message that we got to put in this one is going to be between here and here. And that is about 1.5 inches. So the message cannot be any longer than 1.5 inches. And personally, I would make it a little shorter than that. We say 1.4. Okay. That way you give yourself a little bit of room here, just that when you turn it, maybe the ends of your message won't be turned off. Okay. So we have the width of this blank is 1 1/4, 2 1/4, 2 1/4. The thickness will be 5/16 of an inch. And the message length will be 1 1/4 inches. Right? There we are. So next step then is, of course, to cut our blank and make our message. Now, what I would do, you can go ahead, like, you can put a message on it and then try to cut it out with a scroll saw. Now, me, I don't have the fingers or this eyesight for it anymore. So I use a laser to cut this stuff. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Lightburn, which is what controls my laser. And I'm going to make this message and these blanks as well. So let me go over here and share my screen with you. All right. Let's see. Just a second, let me bring up Lightburn here. And then I'll share the screen. Dane, if anybody's got questions, they can just shout out. It doesn't bother me. We don't have to do this.
Okay, no
Dane,
problem.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you just fine.
Okay.
Yeah, just fine. Hold on.
You're hurting a lot of people's heads with the long division.
Oh, really? Well, I could use a calculator, but
this is perfect. You know, I was just making a joke on that. But I know some people's heads are hurting.
Okay. Here we go. There we are. All right.
There we are.
Everybody see that?
Yes.
Okay, good. So first thing we're going to do is draw a square that is the same size as our body blank. So I'm going to go over here to this square here, and I'm just going to draw a square. All right. Now the size of our body blank is 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. So I'm going up here, see where it says width and height. I'm going to change that. I'm going to make that 2 1/4. And I'm going to make this 2 1/4. Okay. All right. There's the square that represents our body blank. Now we got to make a square that shows the limits of our message. So that we decided that it was 1.4. So I'm going to draw another square right quick. Okay, here. And then I'm going to go up here and make this 1.4 and 1.4. All right. Now, this square has got to be right in the center of this one. So what I'm going to do is this, and I'm going to bring it over and I'm going to put it right in the middle of that. There we are. Now, message. You can put anything you want to in here. You can put in Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy 4th of July, I love you, I hate you, whatever you want to put in there. So let's just do Merry Christmas, okay? And so I'm just going to go over here and type it out. Whoops. Try it again. Okay, try it one more time. Here we go. Merry. Enter. Here we go. Christmas. Okay. Now I'm going to move this and put it right in the middle of this little square here.
Won't fit.
Right there. Whoop. Let's see, where's that square? There. There. Needs to move over a little. There we go. Oh, never mind. I know what's going on here. Okay, there. Now we've got it. We got that. Now we got to shrink this down in order to get it to fit inside that square. So what we're going to do, we're going to go right up here where it says height, and we're going to reduce the height. So it goes 1, 2, 3. There we go. Down she goes. Let's bring it back up a little bit. There. Okay. Bring it down just a little bit. All right. If you're going to do a spherical ornament, then the height of this here has to be the same as the width. But if you're going to do an oblong ornament, then this height doesn't have to be the same as the width. You can adjust the height, and you can put more message in here. Like on this one, we can say here to all. Okay. There we go. So now we filled this square a little bit more. So anyway, now we've got our message in here, and we've got it all figured out. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to tell the laser to cut this square and then cut this. But we don't want to cut this. This is just for border reason. So you can go down here. You got 2 boxes here that's come on. You got 2 boxes down here. They say T1 and T2. What they do, they just show what you got, but it won't be cut. So I'm going to hit it with there. Okay. Now we got to make 3 more of these, and the easiest way of doing that is to do what I call an array. And what an array is you can have a line, a horizontal line of them here, or a vertical line of them here, or you can fill in a whole bunch. But since we're only going to cut 3, I'm going to go here where the array is, and I'm just going to, here you got X columns and Y rows. We're just going to do X columns. We're going to go horizontal. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And there they are. they're ready to cut. Now, what I would suggest you do, I'm going to stop my sharing here, is just make a single piece of a blank like this here. Okay? And then have the laser just go ahead and cut everything out across here. Now, with my laser, I have to run it at about 200 millimeters per minute at about 60%, which is roughly 45 watts to cut this out. So we're not going to go to the lathe because I have to move the cameras and everything, but I'm going to show you. See, I've already cut. I made a cut on this already. Now this is a different font, but you can use the laser and it will cut out real. Okay. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to fill this with epoxy. And the reason we're going to fill it with epoxy is because you see these little pieces here that stick up. If you don't stabilize those with epoxy, then whenever you turn them, these little things might just decide to go away. So what we do is first we put sanding sealer on it. Now, what that does, that seals the grain inside and prevents you from having a bunch of bubbles come in, cloud your epoxy. Don't use a water-based sanding sealer, because if you do, then it will cause the grain to swell, and the black char in here will come loose and plug up your passages. Use a solid lacquer, or you could use something like alcohol-based material to do what you need to do here. So you see here, I have done that, sealed it. So what you do next is you put tape, painter's tape on it on the back. Then you mix up your epoxy, you warm it up and you thin it down some, and then you pour it in like this. So it makes it nice, clear cast it. Now, if you get a little bit of bubbles on top, just I use a little propane torch and just sweep across it, and it bursts those bubbles. So, okay. So once that's set up, then you got to glue them on your blank, which I've already done here. Okay. Now I want to point something out to you. Right here, see how this is hanging off here? It's not exactly lined up. What's going to happen is that when I turn this, it's liable to take some of this letter here off. Hopefully not, but we'll see. Okay. All right, so now let's mount this up in a chuck and we'll go ahead and turn it. Move this out of the way. Here. Let's see. We'll use a strip here. All right. I can move the camera just a bit. There we go. Now, slide this in here on the net. Let's snug it just a little bit, just a little thing in there. Bring up the tailstock. And let me move the camera a little bit. Here we go.
Hey, Dewey, can you explain Can you explain why you put the corners in the gap of the chuck jaws real quick?
Because it fits. It'll grab. See right here?
Yep.
These edges will grab the sides here. And since this is perfectly square, this particular arrangement will work. Because it's perfectly square. Now, if they're not perfectly square, then you'll get some slip one way or another on the fat side. You know. So if this is perfectly square,
right? Because the other,
square,
some of them's not going to fit.
Right. So they're great. So there you go.
Yep. Very good. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Now we're going to tighten it up. And I'm going to back it on just a tad. I'm going to go ahead and leave this tailstock hooked up like that. Now,
why would you leave? Now, why would you leave the tailstock up there? What's the purpose of that?
Well, because it gives it stability.
Gives you more stability. Thank you.
It gives me stability, and also it helps keep this lined up.
Right.
Let's make sure. Good. Let's make sure. See if we got any. It looks pretty good, actually. We don't have a whole lot of wobble.
No, you sure don't. Looks like a square turning.
All right. And we'll speed it up a little bit. I'm going to put it at about 1500, like that. Okay. Now I'm going to bring up my banjo, my one-way banjo with the robust tool rest on it to put on to use on my Laguna lathe. Okay, it needs to come up a little bit more. Now, one thing I didn't point out that I should, and I'll do that now, is whenever you design your message, it's best to run your message across the grain, just that your grain will run this way. And the reason is otherwise, this is going to be ingrain here that you're going to be trying to cut. And if you're not careful, it's going to chip out. This ingrain will chip out. If you use a roughing gouge on it, like this, you don't want to do it like this because even though it's sharp, it still might chip that out. What you want to do, you want to come across every little slice like this, just that you slice that ingrain. That way, it has less of a tendency to chip out. Okay. But why I'm not going to use that? I'm going to use this. A handy dandy skew. Now, I know some people are kind of scared of skews, but there's no need to be. You start out up here, you put you had a 45, and you give it a little bit of an angle up this way. And when you come down and starts cutting, you want to start cutting right along this edge here. Right along this edge. Right? And once you just sweep across, like Sue said, use your body to sweep across and take small cuts, thin cuts at a time, until you start getting this edge round. Once you get the edge round, then you can probably take a little bit thicker cuts. Now, if it starts chipping out on you, it's probably because your skew is getting a little dull. What you can do, get you one of these little hones here, okay? And what you do is you take this hone and you press it against this ridge and the edge, and just rub it back and forth like this until you start getting a burr on the opposite side. See, I can feel the burr here and here. Once you do that, flip it over, do the same thing on the other side. Just enough to remove that burr. Okay, now it's good and sharp. Okay. So I'm gonna put on my glasses here, and we're gonna start. See if we can. Okay, like I said, up here, and we'll open it up a little bit, bring it down to about a 35. Okay. That's very, very light feathers. Cross. It's chipping out some. Yeah. Put on a light here. They said I could see the ghost behind the. Okay. Let's see how we're coming along here. See? Got to be careful right here. See, this is the one. This is the one that was caught sideways. See? So we're starting to cut into that a little bit, but we still got some thickness there, so we should be all right. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see a little circle right here in the middle. That's still some epoxy that hasn't been turned, but the rest of it is starting to lose its shine. So that means that we start to get into our block. I'm going to go ahead and latch this again. Just make sure she's good and sharp.
You can do it the same principle with all your turning tools too, lapping it like that with diamond stone to keep them sharp.
What's that, Dave?
Oh, I was just saying you can do what you're doing right there on your skew. You can do that with your bowl gouges and your spindle gouges and your parting tools and your scrapers, just like that to keep them sharp instead of going back to the grinder.
Yep. Yep.
Dewey, how do you have the pieces glued on with epoxy or regular?
I just
PVA glue?
use on these. I use that thick and quick.
Thick and
type
quick.
on.
Yep.
Yeah, and the reason I did that is because you can stick them on there
Quick. It's quick.
and they'll stay on there until you get the clamps on. If you use
Right.
the other glues, they'll have a tendency to fall off. That's a good question. I'm glad you asked that. I was meaning to mention that, and I just didn't do it.
No, that's all good. Al actually asked. It was a good question by Al.
And one thing about it, when you glue these on, glue them on, try not to get the glue on the epoxy. We're getting close. The little shiny spot up here is starting to get smaller.
Yeah, it's starting to disappear.
And go ahead, just to take a check. All right. So we still have a little bit of here, so it's still flat, so we'll keep on until that flat goes away. A little bit bigger, keep with that. Almost.
Light cuts.
Nearly there. Nearly there. Okay. Almost.
You might
there.
lose a little bit on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good for government work, Dewey.
Yeah. I hate to say that I work with government. Almost. Almost. That one's good. That one's not. It's a little bit more on this one. We'll be there. That's fitting up pretty good.
Yeah, you did all right on that.
Just a little bit more right in here. Well, I think we're here. Looks pretty good. There's a little bit right there, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and turn these corners off. And, heck. Hold up. Let me get my spindle gouge and we'll go work on making it round. All right, here we go. We got our half-inch spindle gouge here. Hold on a second, I gotta sharpen my quick. I apologize, I should have sharpened it before. Started. We'll get sharpened back quick. I did great. Business hand. Much more better. I'm gonna lower the. This just a little bit. There we go. That's more better. Okay, you start your cut. Bring your handle up and rotate. Start your cut. Bring your handle up. You rotate. Okay, this one is, you can do this real easy, but it's very hard to do this. It's more difficult. So I want to try to do this left-handed. Hopefully I don't be fun. Almost there on this end.
Look at that.
Not bad. Not bad at all. I'm surprising myself.
Very nice.
Kind of scraping here to even everything out. Anybody awake out there?
Oh, everybody's enthralled.
No, I'm
Got 'em
sound asleep.
mesmerized.
Very nice.
Okay. All right, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna stop. And this would be the time where you sand, and you sand this to,
Look at that.
I'm gonna go ahead and get a little bit of 220 here. And start with that, and we'll see what we got here. Turn it, lay it down about 400, 500. That's what I'm gonna do. We'll go the other direction. There we go. A little bit of a ridge right here.
Good night, Doug.
Yeah, that's better. Keep one a little bit before it start out. Let's start out with a little bit of 400 here and see how we do it. Oh, it's nice and smooth. Okay. What I'm gonna do, really what you should do is go ahead and go through the grits to about 1,000. That way you get rid of the scratches in there. So I'm not gonna take the time to do that. Now comes time to hollow. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna back this off, put it like this. And this. About right there.
And talk to us about your hollowing tools, Dewey.
Go to another camera here to see if we can see this pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There. Okay.
Looks good.
What we're going to do is use these little bitty hollowing tools here. We got the little bitty cutters on them. This handle. Let's see. I'm going to have to back this up a little bit more. Move that camera back. Otherwise, it's going to be in the way of things here. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start out with this one. And I'm going to hollow it until I can see light coming through all of these letters. Okay. So let's get started with this. Let's move it up. I'll go do this one. Not yet. Go to this one now. Let me get the arrow on, I'm gonna blow the defines all that. Bear with me a minute. Had to go into the other room to turn the arrow on. Here we go. Sure. Again, sure. Blue shell. Well, there.
Hey Dewey, can you adjust your camera? Oh, never mind. It was my bad. My screen.
We're getting close.
Fills up fast with shavings, don't it?
Right there, still got some here and back here that we gotta take care of.
Dewey, can you adjust your camera?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, it's all right. Nope. There we go.
How about that?
Perfect.
Sorry it's taking so long, but I want to be real careful. I can see my finger. Hey Joe, I think we walked it. There's a little bit right in here that I gotta take care of, but it's pretty close, huh? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Sorry about that, folks.
And we lost the camera on that too. Oh my God. but it was a nice catch.
Wasn't a catch, I just got too thin. But anyway.
No. You being able to
Sorry about
catch it.
that, folks.
No,
But
no,
anyway,
it's
what
okay.
we'll do, we'll finish. I'll show you how to do the finials. And then we'll go from there, okay?
Yep, right on.
You know,
Oh, your camera went out of view, so we weren't able to see it. We were only able to see it when you were able to catch it.
there. I'm gonna turn on the other camera. That way you can really see the damage.
Yeah. Only in a demo.
Ouch.
There. Okay. What happens when you decide to take one more cut? Right? So anyway.
Famous last
No,
words.
it's all good. The principle, all the concept is there on what you were showing.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Now you got a cup.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this off and I'll show you how to do the finials. And then I'll slowly slink away and cry. and go making our model RC planes.
Hey, brother, you just like Billy and me, so it's all right. It's all good.
Hey, Dewey, RC planes crash, man.
Yeah, I know. I've crashed a few.
Hey, and they cost more money.
Well, I'm thinking about making an RC boat.
Well, yeah, but they'll sink.
They sink.
Right. And you can't get them. I know about that too.
Okay. Now for the finial. What I'm going to do here, first thing we're going to do is, since I drilled a 1/4-inch hole here, I'm going to make a pinning that will fit inside this hole. Okay. So let me get my skew. Let's see.
Dewey, can you move your camera over a little bit
Yeah, I can do that. Just give
towards
me
the
a
tailstock?
Yeah.
Give him a minute, Brenda. Give him a minute.
I gotta get another skew here. I got too many tools. You know how that is. Where's that crazy thing? Oh well. We'll use this. This is according to it, so we can use it. We're gonna lap it a little bit. All right, Brenda, my camera, what's wrong with it? Needs to go this way. Needs to go this way.
She needs to minimize her chat screen. There we go.
I'm not looking at the chat screen.
No, she is, I think, maybe. That's what I get in trouble for. I have my chat screen up and it blocks off half the screen and I minimize it and it's like, oh, now I can see.
All right, here's my calipers to make the measures. Okay. You don't need much of a tenon, of course, so. Now, more confident.
It's like one of those Richard Raffin beating and parting tools.
Yeah, it's a dovetail scraper, looks like.
This is where it gets tedious. Just about there. Very
Oh, so
good.
close. I'm trying to throw a 4 in horseshoes.
And my problem is I'll cut it 3 times and it's still too loose.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's it. Now
It
I've
looks
got
pretty
to,
good there.
I've got to cup it a little bit.
That'll look near perfect.
Making it concave there by the joint.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep, there you go.
there we are. All right, now what we have, Billy has experience with, are these little lights that you can get from Amazon. They are like this. They're 3/16. Well, I'm not 3, I mean 7/16 around here. Almost. They're a little bit bigger. They're a little over 11 millimeters. They're a little bit more than 7/16. So the object here is to put them in here, and but you don't want them sticking up too far into your ornament because you're going to make one for both finials. Okay, so you want them to sit back a little bit. So about right there. So what I'm
So
going to
you
do
put
is,
so you put one on the top and one in the bottom?
yes.
Wow.
You put one on the bottom and one on the top, whatever. But I like them lit. And
You like it bright.
yeah. If you're gonna say I love you, you want that to be bright.
Yeah.
So right here is the depth I want to go. But I only want to put just a shallow cut in here to fit this in. Because if you go too deep, you won't be able to turn it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a 1/2 inch Forstner bit, and I'm going to drill down to about right right chip. About right there. Okay. And then I'll put my 7/16 on and I'll be able to put it on down. Now, one thing I want to point out on these things, they come with a, I don't want you to see it or not, but they come
Yeah.
with a hanging loop. And
Yeah, it
what
looks
you
like
got-
you cut yours off.
Yeah, I clipped it off. I had a real small set of wire cutters and I clipped it off. That way they don't get in the road. And they come with this, I don't know, that's rubber or what it is. Thing. You don't need that, you just slip it on. So anyway, so let me get my jacket chuck here. We will start doing. We'll do our all right. Come here. Slide it up here like this. Make sure that's. That one is 7/16. So I got the half-inch here. And let's see. Slide by. And I want to go about that far. Okay. So here we go. Turn it down slow, about 500 RPM. Start cranking. All right, that's just about right. So now I'm going to swap over to a 7/16. Now you can use brad points too. I would not use a twist reel. Would not. We need to go in just a little bit, not that much. Yeah. There you go. Probably go a little bit deeper. There it is. So let me get this other camera here and I'll show you what it looks like from this end.
Here we go. There.
Yep. So now you can see the light inside the hole you just put in between the.
So there you are. And that's it. That's how you make these things.
Really
Now,
nice.
If you want to learn how to do finials, get a hold of Mark Soleil or somebody else in the club. But
Yeah.
My quest tonight was just to show you how to do the bulbs and how not to do this, but I did it anyway. I showed you that was a good demonstration of how to do that. So
it was a great demonstration.
It was a great
You got
demonstration.
nothing to hang your, not hang your hat on, because it was the technique and the concept, the process of being able to glue it up, do the lasering on there for your inscription. That was all spot on. Great info.
Yes.
Great demo.
Absolutely.
One
And
thing
I
I want.
loved your demo, Dewey. I absolutely loved it.
Well, thank you. Thank you. The reason that we don't glue this in is because eventually the bulbs burn out, so you have to take it off and then plug it in.
Right.
Yeah, or change the batteries.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think Billy, I think the batteries it costs more than the dang bulbs.
You might be right.
I got looking at that and I said, well, why throw these things away because they've got batteries, but I'll have to investigate that. So,
Yeah, I haven't looked into that either.
So
I'll tell you what, the evening was very enjoyable, really, Dewey. That was nice. I mean, I like the way you made the detail at the beginning. With the figuring with the dimensions and the division, and yes, that was nice. It was really nice.
Yeah,
I'm not into too much of the what's it called? Some kind of burning out. I'm not sure what it's called. And the pecker. But anyway, I now understand a little bit more how you do it. And
laser pecker.
I didn't say that. But
laser
but
pecker.
now I understand what. So like what you were showing us. I mean that was how you go and make your diagrams, then shrink it into different spots. So I mean, like I said, I've never seen it done, but that was interesting the way it is done.
Well, let me put it this way: you can't cut these out with a laser pecker. You could probably engrave it so that you can go back and do it by hand, but it takes at 150 millimeters per minute. It takes about 40 or 50 watts of laser power to cut 5-6 inch long. So what everybody needs to do is go out and get them a 70-watt laser. That way you can do all kinds of stuff with a laser. All kinds of stuff. And but I will do this. If anybody wants to try this and somebody's got a laser, I'll be happy to do the light burn work for them. All they have to do is call me or send me a text or email and
well, you know what, Dewey, you're going to be up here at Level Up. Maybe you can have some made up or do some while you're up at Level Up.
Well, I'll have to bring my laser with me.
Well, Billy's going to have his.
Dave Rose is going to have his. Thing that you showed, Dewey, was how you made the piece itself. What we're looking at right now, you have the dark piece, and you have what was gonna go up all the way to the top. That's a nice idea how you showed it, how you did it.
Do the Rachel Ray. There you go.
Having just one piece like that, and Yeah, that was a very nice demo.
Dewey, I have a question. When you put the light bulb in on, and you're using the finial to put it into the center of there, is it just a tight fit rather than glue so that you can take it off and change it if necessary?
Sure.
Oh, okay. I thought that I saw that right, but I wasn't 100%.
Well, you gotta take it out. You gotta grab it by the metal part, because this part here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, so the finial is just a very tight fit to the globe.
Yeah, it's just a nice snug fit.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, French fit won't work. Too loose doesn't work.
Right. And glue doesn't work because you can never change the light.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can change the battery if you glue it in. Because here, since you only grabbed at this part, you can twist it. And there's the battery right there. But then you got to figure out, how am I going to get that battery back in there? It's kind of a tight fit.
Right.
Right.
So I don't know if they may be magnetic enough that you can do it, but I don't know. But
I think mine has 2 batteries.
What is that, a C3 battery?
You know, I don't know. Really? Do you know?
I do not. Mine are down in the, oops.
Looks like it.
Mine are down in the shop. I can't.
Looks
open
like
it.
I don't have my magnifying glasses on, so I can't really tell.
Yeah, it looks like, less than a quarter, right about a quarter inch, and
yeah, they ain't very big.
16. Yeah, it's just I'm pretty sure it's a C3.
Tom says LR41.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Okay.
It's an itty bitty battery. So, anyway.
I think a C3 and LR41 is an equivalent, maybe. I don't know. What do I know?
But like I said, I think the batteries probably cost more than the lights. But
yeah, probably.
Because these are made in China, and you know how China things are. So anyway, but is any more questions concerning this? Because
no, well, floor is open. So if you got a question to ask Dewey about this demo and everything that he did and the tools he used,
or a question about life,
or that you need a life coach. Dewey's a life
You're
coach.
opening yourself up there.
That was an excellent demo.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Brenda.
It. Brenda, I'm glad I got the camera right for you, Brenda.
Thank you, Dewey.
Tom, Kenny says that a 30-pack of batteries for about $5 on Amazon.
Oh, that ain't bad.
No, that's not bad. That's about how much the lights cost.
Those batteries have a 25 to 32 milliamp hour rating on them. There's an equivalent.
What does that mean?
To 25 to 32 milliamps per hour.
Well, look, explain
or no? What is that? Are they?
What that means
that may
is
mean they last 25 to. That may mean they
32 milliamp.
32
milliamp hours means it can draw 32 milliamps for 1 hour. So if you're drawing less, then you'll have more hours.
Right.
Okay.
How long would a battery last?
Yeah, you match it to the consumption of the LED.
Right. It depends on basically how much wattage you're pulling, that sort of thing, as to how long the battery lasts.
Right. Well, there are a couple equivalents to that battery that are 45 to 48 milliamp hours.
Well, the way I look at it, if you're going to hang this thing on a tree, you're not going to run it all the time.
Crazy information.
I was curious. I had to look it up.
Yeah, that's some
You
crazy.
know, I bet that somewhere in the
Never.
specs for those lamps, it'll tell you how long that thing lasts.
Well, that's what I was thinking, right? 12, a week, whatever.
Right.
Well, let me put it this way.
Very-
I put a couple of fresh bulbs in this one this morning. And when I come in later for the meeting, the bulbs were very, very dim. So maybe these batteries aren't as good as the ones that you could buy that are.
I actually have a question about your original drawing. If I can ask that.
Yes.
First, you created the square, and then you divided the top into 6 across the top. And I just wanted to make sure that I understood. And then your point was when you made your circle, go through the top 2.6 sections, right? That was the point of creating the 1/6.
Yeah, it goes. What this does, it makes with the thickness of the blank, 1/6 of the division will then make it round.
Okay, perfect. That's what I wanted to make sure you were talking about going through that point that you'd measured. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, good question, Dave.
Yeah. And then
I was thinking that too, but I was afraid to ask it.
oh my goodness.
Well, I'm dumb enough I can ask those questions.
I always told
I wasn't smart enough to ask it because I didn't totally understand it. So
I told
I
all
know,
my students.
I know it's going to be on YouTube come Saturday or Sunday, so I can in perpetuity go back and watch this video.
Again.
It's like any of our other videos and demos that we have, for the last 6.5 years. So
I always told my students, children and adults alike, the only dumb questions are the ones that you don't ask.
That's right. That's right. Unless you don't know how to ask them.
So anyway, I want to change the subject a little bit. Now, we were talking earlier about piercing, and people were kind of interested. And what I did, this is a piece I did a long time ago, and I did it with NSK. I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah, I did it with an NSK, the high speed. See, this is 1/8 inch thick stuff, and I did have to make a couple of passes to get it to come out. So it to use the slower piercing thing, I would suspect you probably have to make 3 or 4 passes to get it to come out. But anyway, this is something that I did with using the high speed. See, and it's just an 1/8 inch stick, and it'll go through it, but you may have to make a couple passes. So
That is so gorgeous.
So how'd you make the indentations? We have like eight or so segments. I mean, I know they're not segments.
You mean
I'm just saying. Yes,
You mean
yes, of
this?
course, yes.
Well, I cut it with a jigsaw.
Okay, while we're still thick, of course.
Yeah, to tell you the truth, I can't quite remember how I did it, but that's what I used.
Well, you did it well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway,
just make something up and go with it.
No, there you go. Dewey, how
You
thick was
guys,
your?
Right, Sandy?
you guys are so.
no, I
spoiled.
used a sander to sand all this stuff there.
Yeah.
To get
Oh,
get
really pretty. How thick was
Really
your piece of
inspiring.
walnut that you did your Merry Christmas laser work on? How thick was that?
5/16 to 3/8.
Okay, 5/16 and 3/8. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay. All righty. We get close to the late night version. Oh, we got more gallery to do.
No, we got more gallery to do, but if if you want to show us, another little gadget tip and trick, let us know. We can do that right now too.
Okay. Well, I don't have any tips or tricks right now.
Okay.
All
right. Well, we'll let you spin back to the main camera or back to the office, and
all right,
and we can get back to a little bit of gallery.
Go right ahead. Thanks,
Great
everybody.
demo, Dewey. Thanks again.
Thank you, Dewey.
Excellent evening. It was
Thank
an
you, Dewey,
excellent
for
evening.
inviting us into the shop and showing us, how to do that bulb, because everybody was enthralled about it back in December.
Well, it was an excellent evening. Thanks, Dewey.
We're still in
All right, cool. Matt, take us
Did a
away.
great job. Did a great job, Dewey.
Thank
All
you.
right, thanks, Dewey. We're going to Tom Wing. Hey, Tom, you out there? Can you hear us? Tom Wing.
Hey, Tom.
Your turn.
Maybe asleep by now.
No, he's there.
He is working. Up to you, Tom.
You're muted,
There
Tom.
we go. Now he's
Oh,
unmuted.
we
All right.
working now?
Yep.
We hear you.
Okay. Well, I finished up a little. I got something sticking on my. Oh, there we go. I got something that I finished here. It's a persimmon box, and I cut this thing last year, and it was live. It tipped over, and it was seep and sap. It reminded me an awful lot of apple jelly. It was a ton of it, but originally I was going to make this like a sewing box, and I was going to put this thimble on the top. Miss Susie said, "No, that's not going to work."
Yeah.
So I put this Chittenden wood top on instead.
Oh, it's pretty.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Pretty.
Yeah, this stuff doesn't act well, when it's real wet like that. It really got funky when it finally dried out. Then I finished up a natural edge elm bowl.
Oh my.
Nice.
That's
Very
a
nice.
natural
Very
edge for
nice.
sure. I love it.
It came out of it was a crotch area, so
Oh yeah.
it's got a little bit of stuff going on.
Beautiful.
I love
Yeah,
it.
good job, Tom.
And that's it.
All right, right
Nice.
on. What we got next?
Nice work, Tom. Thank you very much. Next up is Tim Hatch. Hey, Tim.
Hey, good evening. So, didn't do any turning, but I did build the tool. So this is a threading jig, kind of like the one that they do at Chef Wares. So you have a lock mechanism, fits in your tool post. I'm using T-track here in the bottom, a couple of pieces of wood on the side for guide, and that's a piece of 3-inch angle with a threaded hole drilled in there, and the backside of the block have a hole drilled in. I took that 5/16 bolt, stuck it in the lathe, turned it off round, and I put a set screw in there. That gives me my ability to pull back and forth by pulling. Of course, that 3/4 inch 16 TPI rod. I've got another piece out in the shop on my other lathe right now, and that's set up in a different jig, kind of like what the one Alan Stratton made. And I'll put a link to both these things. The Chefware kit cost about $349, I guess. This thing cost me out of scrap material minus the rod there, probably about $10. So
Yeah.
neat technique. Anyway, I'll put those links in there if anybody's interested in using an XY vise. That technique worked real well for me, but I wanted something that was smaller that I could move, in my Powermatic and just stick in the toolbox so I can move out.
Right.
But that's all I got.
That'd be a good write-up for the newsletter, Tim. Tips
Yeah,
and
I'm
tricks.
working on, but I've got some computer issues with
Yep.
Microsoft
All
right
right,
now.
yeah. In the back of your head there.
Yep, will do.
Very
Right
cool.
on. Appreciate it, brother.
Yep. Thanks for sharing, Tim. Neat trick there. Neat tool. Hey, Joaquin.
Whoa, look at that hat.
Look at that hat.
Look at that hat. Wow.
Yeah, pretty cool. Just picked that up this morning. But
Standing, sir.
yeah, thanks. That's interesting what you got there, Tim. I've got one out there on the lathe right now I'm working with, but I built a frame for a regular old drill press clamp and everything to move it
Oh
around.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I posted a link for it, Joaquin.
Did you?
Yes, sir. I just did.
Okay, good. I'll check it out. I've got some things to do with the fine tuning to take all the slop out of the nuts, and I think I got it. I hope to share it next week. But
Nice, Joaquin. Thanks.
it being Easter, I always have to add to my wife's Easter egg
Oh
collection.
my gosh,
Oh my God, how many eggs does she have?
Wow.
those are so
Wow.
cute, pretty.
Wow.
This is Texas Ebony.
Wow.
We normally make them out of pine and we send them to Children's Driscoll Hospital, and they paint them all up and stuff. And they have a kit also that you can make a
Kaleidoscope.
kaleidoscope out of it.
Kaleidoscope, yeah.
Yeah, that's my wife won't let that go either. And so there's all kind of Spalding wood in here. They got wormholes in them. And
That hackberry?
yes, it is that particular one. And this in here is my favorite one. It's a M burl with a resin in it.
Pretty.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, nice color to it.
It really does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Dragon egg.
Yeah. A friend gave me the piece, and that's what I ended up doing with it. And you know,
Nice.
so I didn't get to add any this year. We got had some surgeries and stuff, not recovered totally, but I had to have a box, egg box.
There we go.
Oh,
Nice.
I like it.
Yeah,
No,
Well
that's
done.
Perfect, dude.
I didn't know that. Cindy did that egg in the box thing.
Yes.
Thinking about using it and finish it, but I didn't have time. And let's see, this is one of the embellishing.
Oh, I like
Oh
that.
my God.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
This should have been a box, but I didn't.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe
The next one will be. The next one will be.
The
Yeah.
next one.
So you burned every line that we're seeing there on that piece?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
And colored it.
Yeah.
You just put a table on your banjo there, put an indexer, and you make a little holder for your wood burning tool.
Mhm.
Yep.
Go round, then do all this stuff here, and very simple. Monkey could do it.
My wife saw a 6 or 8 inch. I don't know. She said it was big. Egg box somewhere, and she said, "I need you to make me one of them."
Yeah, you do, Billy.
No, I don't.
Wait.
Right.
6 to 8 inch high egg box, hollow.
Yeah. Hey, Billy, get it done. Get it done.
It's just a hollow form,
Yeah.
Come on, it's simple.
Brenda made 3 of them last week. She showed.
Yeah, I showed you one last week.
You did. You did.
Yeah, Billy, you slacker.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
I can do it.
And that ought to be
All right.
that ought to be for SWAT.
Okay.
You got a couple of months.
Maybe
Anyway,
if you're
well-
really nice, Brenda will give you a lesson.
You don't want that.
Very nice, you guys. Thank you, Joaquin.
Thank you. You
Good
bet.
work. Hey, Patrick, you said you got something else to show?
Yeah, it's the piece I showed earlier, but I didn't show the detail.
Oh,
Oh, for sure.
I know, right?
On the inside, there's a textured ring. I don't know if you can see it or not.
I see.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, dang it, I can see it.
Oh
You
my
are crazy
goodness.
good with a texturing tool. Holy moly.
I saw it when you showed it.
He's just showing off now.
Jeez.
It looks good.
That's not that easy to do.
No, I don't.
No, it's not.
And
Oh,
on the
wow.
top, is
Wow.
one-
Ain't none of it's easy to do.
Oh,
I left a little dimple, kind of like Richard Graffin does.
Right.
Very cool.
wow.
That looks good. Hey, on this piece that I'm working on, I funneled you when I was working on it. You know, with the final piece of holly, which was a piece of holly that I got from Sandy.
Oh my gosh, that was a long time ago.
Oh, I know, right? So
Yeah.
Go ahead, Pat.
That's beautiful.
This, the bottom is textured also.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Are you
love
going to
that. Very
teach
cool.
that at
Pretty.
Level Up? Are you going to demo that at Level Up or whatever?
On the freestyle
He had-
during freestyle, he is.
He hadn't planned to, but he's gonna.
It kind of sounds like I'm going to have to.
You're gonna have
Right?
to, I'm bringing my texturing tools, and I could use some help.
You and me
Yeah,
both,
no,
I
Sandy.
know, right?
Yeah.
There'll be more than one of us doing demonstrations on these
Yeah.
things. So
Good.
Great.
thank you, Patrick.
There
Some
you
beautiful
go.
work.
Thank you.
All right. Next, we're going to go to Randy Smith. Hey, Randy.
Patrick is my hero.
I know, right? Patrick and Jim.
What you got, Randy?
I
You said a light?
I found this light. I don't know where I got it from or who suggested it, but this came off Amazon. It has a magnet in the bottom.
Yep.
So you can put it wherever you want, and it's directional, so it won't shine in your eyes. And it does take a power cord, so no batteries,
No.
and it works rather well.
It does.
It's quite bright. I don't want to shine it at the screen, but it is very bright. But if it's not shining in your eyes, if it's not shining towards you, if it's shining into your piece, it won't blind you. So,
Right. It's not
and
shining
you
in
get
light.
3 of these for $20.
There's
Put the link.
3 of them.
Put the link in there. Put the link in the chat.
You'll find them listed as sewing machine lamps.
Yes,
That's what I was thinking they were, yeah.
Harmby or something like that. The nice thing about it is this shaft is metal. It's not
Corrugated.
plastic. It's actually a metal shaft.
Right.
It's quite flexible.
Wow.
So, and it works really well.
And 3 for
Yes, they do.
$20.
Yep, you get 3 for $20.
Wow.
Plus some. There's a kind of a pad around here. You get a couple of extra pads for it,
Wow.
and it mounts
Is it
on.
a good- Nice solid magnet.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
You can put it on your lathe bed, assuming you don't have a stainless steel bedways. I put it on the top of my banjo, or I can mount it on the tailstock and kind of bring it around and right there. So
Wow.
it works really, really well.
Cool.
Yeah, I just posted the link for the 3 for $19.99.
Yeah.
You just when you look for those, make sure you get the ones that have at least 30 lights in them.
Okay.
Yeah, this one has.
There's a
at least
They
that
have
one.
enough brightness.
Hey, and Amazon has a thing that says customers usually keep this item. So
Yeah.
how about that?
There's a-
no return.
there's
I'm gonna buy me a set of them.
Me too.
Nice.
there's another. If you don't want 3 of these, there's another link where you can buy just 1, which I posted, and there's also another link on there where you can buy just 2 if you only want 2.
Right.
Right, but why would you buy 1 for $10 when you get 3 for 20?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
you know,
but I hear you.
I put one
hear
on my
you.
drill
I
press.
hear you. Yep.
Thank God, Bob.
Thanks, Randy. Good tips. All right, who we got
And
next?
if-
We got
if-
8
if you-
minutes.
If you really want,
Scott showed them about a year ago. 'Cause I bought some of those.
I've got 3 of them.
Yeah, they've been around for a
So
while.
we've got. So hey, Chris Henley's up next.
Oh, hey guys. Hold on.
Been a while.
So I got. See if I can get it focused. I got tired of carrying stuff by hand. I have yet to find. I was hoping somebody could recommend maybe. Well, until today, a tool pouch carrier, something to carry. You know, bowl gouges are 24 inches long. Nothing I had would carry one. So, here, let me just swap the camera around. I can figure out how to do that. Swap the cameras. There it is. I built one.
Cool.
Now, the turning part is I'm going to turn a handle and, make it removable. But,
And work.
the idea is, one-stop shop. You can take everything you want.
There you go.
That's what I was doing.
I'm gonna have to build me one of them.
What are you building it out of, Chris?
It's hickory. This thing's gonna be a little heavy, but it's gonna last for longer than I am, I think.
Yeah, right. That's going to have some great patina, over the years of use. Wow.
And I'm actually debating upon enclosing the side so that a side will flip down, and have a drawer and everything out there with being able to grip the handle through the top. So it's still got a ways to go, but
Yep.
Like I say, I got tired of not being able to carry tools.
Yeah.
We're carrying them all individually.
Yep. Putting a lid on it might be a good idea to keep the shavings out too.
Yeah, exactly. I've got where I cut the corners off here. I'm just going to put this up here with a hinge so that they fold down.
Right. Cool. Good idea.
Nice.
Thanks, Chris. Okay, Dane.
right.
Back to you. That's
to
all
me,
we've
huh?
done for gallery. Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, I can show progress. So we've all seen this.
Yeah.
It's got 2 coats of tung oil on it.
Nice.
That's beautiful.
And
Yeah.
leaving the bottom open, because I still gotta glue it together and whatnot. So participant has requested to start AI. No, absolutely not. You cannot start AI. Whoever's playing around with controls, leave it alone. So yeah, it's probably going to get. I'll probably put another 6 coats on this just because that grain is just so spectacular.
Yeah.
And here in the center, I got a piece of turquoise. I'm gonna mold and mound, go in the little hole that I've got here to receive it. So I'll have a piece of Sleeping Beauty, turquoise that'll go in there, and so there's that. And then I've remade this 4 different times now because I've had bad wood. But as I was alluding to earlier, I'm like, wait a minute, I got a piece of holly that I got from Sandy like 3 years ago. And it's just been, sitting in that same box, and I'm, waiting for that special moment, so it called to me. And wow, does that stuff turn really nice, Sandy? Oh my God.
Oh, good. Good.
So you're going to use your laser picker to engrave your name in the bottom of that, right?
That Holly doesn't like laser pickers.
Probably not, Eventually I will get around. I will get around to it.
You know what we should do, folks?
Got a nice bead here. Got a nice bead here in the center. Got the cove going on. 1/8-inch beads here on the bottom, framing it. And then I got a little bit of I got a hashtag texturing, so I was funneling my inner Patrick.
There you go. Wow.
So I'm thinking about taking some silver gild cream or gild ink or gold ink and touching on it, but I still haven't decided on it. That's why it's still on the chuck.
The silver would look really nice on that for sure, Dan.
Yep.
That's what I was thinking.
So what were you saying we should do, Matt?
I think we should make Dane a holder for his laser pecker to smooth over his moving into that whirl.
But yeah, you know, so
I don't think silver.
yeah, it's good. It's going to look good,
would
you
be
know.
right
And,
for
you know,
that.
I just can't wait to be done with it and mail it off to my old high school wrestling coach. So
There you go.
anyhow, so that's it.
Gonna look good, Dane.
Yeah,
Very
thank
good.
you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. I
Yeah,
can
Dane, looks
show a
good.
finished piece from last week.
Yep. Go ahead, Sandy.
Yep.
Okay, that was the one that I had finished the top, remember last week, but I hadn't
Yes.
finished the bottom. Remember this
Yeah.
one? Bottom is
Mhm.
done. Ta-da! Beautiful
Oh, that's pretty.
wood.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, very nice, Sandy.
Yeah, it's stunning.
yeah, it's
That
really
looks great. What a great looking piece of
I
wood.
can see myself in it.
Wow. Wow.
yeah.
I've seen quilting and I've seen curl and I've seen flame and I've seen all kinds of figure and wood. But when you hold that a certain way, it almost looks like basket weave.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Looks
It's a crazy piece of wood.
Hey, look on the bottom of that.
Yeah.
It looks like
I
basket.
know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, you're totally right about that.
That is insane.
Yeah, and you know,
Gorgeous shine.
and it's big leaf maple.
Wow.
I have
Yeah.
it
big
on my
leaf
shelf
maple,
for
something else.
probably 6 years or more because it had a date on about 6 years. It's been sitting there. It's just a beautiful piece of wood.
Yeah, it is.
But my lid fits, so life is good. This is finished.
Awesome.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah,
Good
it's a
job.
great
Good
looking
work,
piece,
Sandy.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, going
All
back
right.
to you,
Well,
Dane.
all right. Well, with that, what a program we had tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't forget to say chat. Doug Miller's not here, so I guess I got to say it, even though he said it before he left. He wasn't feeling
He did.
feeling the best. But you know, check out the website. We got the greatest website going on, hands down. Nobody can touch it. People are trying to copy it and emulate it now. So Dave Rhodes, thank you for everything you do on that. Level Up registration is still going on. Classes are filling up, folks.
I know.
If you want to get your preferred class, you need to get signed up. We are astounded by how many people have signed up so far. So it's going to be a hell of an event. September 17th, 19th.
I have a quick question.
26th.
I think George came out and told me I needed to do that by tomorrow because plane fares are going. And he said,
Right.
Yeah. And I was thinking, I'm coming in, I think, the day before. And when we finished on the third day, so it'll be the fourth day for me, what time are we going to be done? Because we got to help clean up in there too and put things away. So I'm
Well, I
trying.
don't know. We'll be done cleaning up when we're done cleaning up. We don't
Yeah.
know.
I'm just trying to
what kind of
think,
mess
well,
we're
do I
gonna
need to
have,
say that and fly out the next day? I mean, I could do that.
No, you don't have to feel obligated like that, Sandy.
Okay. All right.
A lot of us are planning on leaving on Sunday. So
Okay.
However, a plane ticket on Monday is going to be cheaper than a plane ticket on Sunday.
Yeah, he'll look at.
True story.
So,
Yeah, so we'll see. But he got a notice that said our plane tickets are going, like tomorrow or the
Right.
next day, and the next couple of days, 20%. People are awful.
yeah, price gouging at its finest,
Yeah.
But so we got Level Up. Any questions, reach out to any of us. Scott, Billy, Kelly, me, Dave Rhodes.
Yep. Well, tomorrow
Joaquin.
you'll probably hear from me.
Yep. No worries.
Okay.
Got plenty of information on the website.
I printed a bunch out. I got a folder going here.
Let's see. Club stickers. I expect to have. UPS says I'll have them tomorrow. They've been sitting up in Goodyear, which is 2 hours away from me since Friday. I called UPS today to find out, what the deal was on that. They're like, oh, they're just waiting to go through clearance. And they went through clearance when they went through Anchorage, Alaska, and they went through clearance when they're in Louisville. And now they're up there, but you know, the expected delivery date was April 2nd. So hopefully tomorrow I'll have the stickers. I've got, I don't know, 50 envelopes already filled out, you know, just ready to stuff. As soon as I get them, you know, so everybody that's already bought stickers, you know, in the last week, 10 days, you know, they will be going out as soon as I get the stickers, so no worries there. Still got club patches. They need a new home. You know, they're looking for a new spot to go on because they're tired of sitting in the bottom of my tool chest. And I need an excuse to buy some more. Donation link, it's on the webpage. I'll put it in the chat. You know, anything helps. If you like what you see, you know, there's folks that cover expenses and everything that's going on here. It's, you know, it's not free. Anything helps. And with that, I don't know, Scott, you got anything to say? Add to it? Dave, JJ, Joe,
Yeah,
Billy?
anybody that's friends with Martin Clarkson, reach out to him. He's having a little tough time with Martin Pigeon loss.
Yeah. Yeah, they were best friends. And he's the one that taught Martin how to turn. Yeah. And Martin Clarkson's also a coach. Going to be at level up, you know, from England. So
yeah, and he was a very big part of starting this club too.
Yeah, quite a traumatic thing. And Martin was one of the original folks for starting what we did here with Captain Eddie, you know, starting Worldwide Woodturners. So, you know, but your friends, you know, reach out, you know, send condolences, whatever, you know, just heart prayer or whatever, you know. So
yep. And I did post his posting about Martin on our Facebook page too. So
right. Yep. So,
for those that aren't friends with Martin, they can send it there.
Right. And then, go ahead.
Night, Tim.
I said, what happened?
Martin Pigeon. He's an old school turner. Alan
yeah. I remember now.
And, yeah, so he passed away yesterday or this morning. I mean,
they found him in his workshop this morning. So that was
out in his shop turning, you know.
Yep.
So doing what he loves.
Where to go.
Right. So with that, you know, and then also we got our, you know, our annual 2024 and 2025 volumes of the newsletters. They're available for purchase. You know, the whole compilation of the bi-weekly newsletters with tips and tricks and pictures and how-tos. They're available on Amazon now. So
I got mine, and they've got wealth of information in them.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, coffee table book. You know, just you know,
and you can get a digital version off the website.
And you can print your digital version off the website. Yep, totally free off the website. And so with that, if there's no other questions about anything, we will call this the demarcation point of the main meeting, and we will go into the after hours. So it sounds like we're going to go into the after hours. So if anyone wants to booger off now, we'll see you next week.